How long does it take to dig a 6-foot hole? I swipe a hand over my sweaty forehead, not even caring that I likely smeared garden soil across my face. Evie doesn't hesitate. 6 feet wide or 6 feet deep? Both. I bark into the phone as I attempt to light the envelope in my hand on fire through some telepathic transfer of molten fury from my eyeballs. He's got some nerve. Shit, my best friend replies. There's no need to ask whom I'm preparing to use as garden fertilizer. What did he do? Channeling serenity from the early spring sky and its accompanying breeze across my skin, I raise my eyes from the envelope and draw in a deep breath. It doesn't work. He invited me to his wedding. I cough out before exhaling and finishing through gritted teeth. In Belize. I didn't even know he was engaged. Evie gasps with a degree of indignation that proves why she's my very best friend. I'm on my way. You got an extra shovel, or should I bring my own? 20 minutes later, I've abandoned my garden tools and the rest of the mail as Evie and I sit across from one another at my kitchen table. The cursed invitation, with its luscious ivory parchment and hand-calligraphied swirls, rests on the surface between us, where we watch it like it might morph into a snapping crocodile at any moment. Why would he even want me there? I'm not mad my ex is moving on, believe me. I'm just pissed this is how he chose to tell me. So help me God, if he's telling the kids the same way, I might actually go through with the fertilizer plan. A bead of residual sweat drips down my cleavage, and I pluck my shirt from my chest to provide some ventilation. Evie hits the switch for the overhead fan, and I sigh in appreciation. It's not her first day as my hot flash wingwoman. He doesn't expect you to actually show, she reassures, slender hands cradling her coffee mug and vigilant brown eyes still waiting for a flash of crocodile teeth. The guy can't stand that you've become wildly successful without him, so he's looking for something to rub in your face. I choke out a laugh. If he could only see me now in all my sweaty glory, an extra 20 pounds having parked itself around my middle, and the bags under my eyes big enough to store a set of keys and some extra change. He honestly shouldn't have bothered. I've heard about divorced couples who remain friends, best friends even. But it's safe to say Scott and I won't be exchanging friendship bracelets or braiding one another's hair anytime soon. Not that we aren't friendly, mind you. In fact, we're nothing but smiles when we see one another. Like the smile I sent Scott across the table at Dylan's 21st birthday dinner, when our son mentioned that his dad's latest girlfriend thought Dylan's anthropology major meant he'd be working at anthropology after graduation. Or the smile Scott sent me over Holly's high school graduation cake last spring, as he handed our daughter a set of keys to a brand new convertible. Never mind, we'd already settled on a plane ticket to Spain as our shared gift. For the benefit of our kids, Scott and I are the masters of friendly, cordial, and polite on the few occasions a year we're required to see each other. I simply hadn't anticipated his surprise wedding to a woman I've never heard of to be one of them, and in Central America, no less. I slide my untouched coffee aside. It smells divine, but the caffeine will only make the sweating worse. Well, considering I haven't been on a date since the divorce, and my lady cave condition is only hospitable to cacti, I'm willing to concede. Do I include a white flag with the congratulatory card, or does he expect me to actually fawn all over? I tilt my head to read the admittedly beautiful script. Taylor